Hey everybody, Ken Coscia here, founder of the Trust Your Intuition Academy, as well as the lead instructor and international training director for the Silva Method of mind development. In today's video, I want to share with you a vitally important distinction that will ensure you, and frankly is necessary for you to understand in order to be more masterful with your manifestation skills. So if you're a student of the law of attraction, or you're interested in retraining your brain, or whatever the modality is you're using, the Silva Method, or whatever the technique, when it comes to doing the inner work, to make the changes that are necessary to fulfill our goals. So perhaps you're an entrepreneur building a business, or you're looking to boost your sales, or enriching a relationship with your family, your friends, optimize your health, take off some weight. You know as well as I do that taking command of our lives is really an inside game. And in order to be masterful in creating the life you want, to have a more fulfilling life, what some call the law of attraction or manifestation skills, this is a necessary distinction that I want you to understand. So my question is, what's the difference between passion and obsession? We all know how important passion is when we're building a business. Passion is that compelling drive, that motivation, that energy that gets us up in the morning and helps us to tolerate the inevitable challenges. Passion is that enthusiasm that's infectious, isn't it? It could be building, creating your vision, enriching your relationship, like I said. It doesn't matter. Any kind of change work, when it comes to creating your ideal life, it begins with what? Passion, drive, energy, enthusiasm. And we all know that's so important. It's what helps us to focus our intention. However, are we passionate or are we being obsessive? What's the difference? What's the distinction? And why is it even important to consider? I have been making a study of this for over 45 years. It's my specialty, you might say. I'm the lead instructor, and one of the things I do in the Silva Method, maybe you've heard of us, we're now in our 50th year. And there's a core program, a proprietary process utilizing dynamic meditation, which is a proven strategy to retrain your brain, to make those inner changes, to overcome the obstacles. It is a process that took 22 years initially to develop, and now we're, in addition to that, 50 years offering it. Well, my role is as training director, developing, certifying new instructors. But for 30 of my 45 years, I've been conducting, facilitating advanced trainings. I'm an avid student of personal development, avid student of neuroscience, avid student of the brain sciences, biofeedback, positive psychology. I'm also a researcher, student, and a teacher in this. So I'm talking to myself also when it comes to this. I've worked with hundreds of thousands of people, literally. I've been so blessed, so fortunate for people like you to come into my life. It's inspiring. As I've moved through 25 different nations, people are people. And time and again, I've witnessed, for myself as well as others, that when we become obsessive, it gets in the way. Obsessive is that it's not a compelling energy, it's an out of balance energy. It's not so much motivation, it's when we can't stop thinking about it. Obsession is when 24/7 it's on our mind, so much so that we're not present with our family and friends. It's all we think about. I know when you're just starting up and you're building a business, it's necessary. But I've been doing this myself in all these years. And sometimes my wife Barbara has said to me, that's all you think about, that's all you talk about. I said, well, identify, this is what I do. But when your family, your friends, feel like that's all you're interested in, it hurts here, doesn't it? And part of our interest in life is to be fully present with people we care about. So obsession is kind of an erratic energy. It's out of balance. It's the kind of thinking In fact, people are treated for it. It's called OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, that leads to burnout. It's the kind of thinking that leads to guilt, a shame-based emotion that weakens self-esteem. When people are obsessive, we think, I'm not good enough. I should have done this. I should have done that. I should have done this. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Cancel that thought. But you know, if you're like me, I know I've done that myself. And that obsessive energy doesn't leave room. And why is this important? Shame-based emotions lower self-esteem. Self-esteem, if you read the great works of the late great Dr. Nathaniel Branden, self-esteem is having the confidence in ourselves that we can handle life's challenges, life's situations. And if we don't feel good enough, if we don't feel we deserve it, if we don't feel we deserve success, we deserve to prosper, we deserve to have happiness, be fulfilled, then it will show up in our behaviors and our actions. Simply put, obsessive energy weakens us. And I'll give you an example. If you're a meditator, I've been meditating for 45 years. Actually, what I use is the Silva Method, dynamic meditation. It's very comparable. In fact, it's the very proprietary process that has been the catalyst for some of the greatest thought leaders out there who've created such incredible programs helping so many people. And if you read some of the works of these people, they'll tell you, like Louise Hay, Bill Harris, Vishen Lakhiani, T. Harv Eker, to name just a few who have gone on the record, how Silva sparked them. Well, the point is, why it sparked them and how is we need to get to the subconscious. We need to get past the barriers, the defenses that get in the way. And if we really want to make a change, a substantial change, and retrain the brain, it is necessary to change how we think. And here's the example. This is what I've witnessed in my own life, and maybe you have too. If you're a meditator, have you ever had the experience, you sit down, you start to relax yourself, you focus on your breathing, you're feeling pretty good, but then you find yourself feeling restless, like you just want to open your eyes. You can't sit still. Or maybe it's not quite that dramatic, but you're starting to cough, feeling itchy all over. And you're beginning to what? Lose your focus. That's an example of obsessive energy building up. It's not relaxed, focused attention, the kind of relaxed, focused attention that you need to retrain the brain, to create new neural pathways, to affect those lasting changes in your behavior that you want. It's basically your body telling you you're not there, you're not accepting it. There's a saying, when you own something emotionally, then you'll be more likely to follow through with the behaviors that are necessary. The principle, it's a very fundamental principle to manifest more effectively, to apply the law of attraction, to retrain your brain. The principle is this, 4 parts. Number 1, it begins with a thought. Our thoughts are the catalyst. Our thoughts are the spark to what? Feelings. So whatever we're thinking triggers feelings, emotions, and those emotions will cause the brain to release neuropeptides. And those neuropeptides are called the chemical messengers of the body, and they affect our physiology. Everybody, psychologists, psychiatrists, neuroscientists alike, thought leaders know that our emotions run, it's been very well documented, our emotions run our physiology. So why is that important? Our thoughts trigger those feelings, those emotions, which then affect what? How we feel, whether we're feeling up, enthusiastic, or bored and lethargic, whether we're feeling relaxed and flexible, or stressed to the max, whether we're feeling confident and hopeful, or worrisome. And all of that affects what? Your behaviors, your actions, and the quality of your performance, which affects the results, the outcome. It's really that simple, except it's not always that easy to sustain it and to master it. By the way, I'm out here on a beautiful fall day. I couldn't resist. It's so cool. We're having a freak weather. So you might hear a little bit of the wind blowing, having a typical fall day. So go back to this. You can see then why the obsessive energy will become an obstacle. It will create the kind of energy that leads to burnout. It's not balanced. So, what can we do about it? I have a few thoughts. I have 4 thoughts for you. Now I know I cannot do justice to this topic in this short video. I usually spend 4 days. When I do the advanced work, 2 solid days, 9 in the morning till 7. Building, driving. If ever you become interested in this, you want to follow through, I highly recommend the Silva Immersion Experience of Life and Intuition System. I'm in Chicago, I'm in Boston, I'm in Connecticut. Offering, that's our core foundation program that's based on 22 years of research, and millions of people have been through it, and just about, well, I can't say all, but most thought leaders have been through it, and it's been a spark. So here are the 4 things to get you started that you can begin to see results immediately. And I especially recommend, well, let me see, I've written them down for you. Got them here, my trusty cards. So number 1 would be meditate. All the research, my early days in 1971 when I started, I was a struggling student at Boston University, literally flunking out, suffering from headaches. I learned these simple tools of the Silva Method. I stopped getting headaches. I became an A student. I graduated the highest honors. I studied with the best of the best. While I was a full-time student, became a Silva instructor. This is what I've been doing. I've made my life doing this. And now they say I'm the best of the best myself, working with that. I've raised a family doing this. And we never used to talk about meditation. Now all the science, all the research tells us what? That meditation is one of the best things you could do. Make it part of your daily practice for your health, for neuroplasticity, for the health of your brain, for the health of your body, to lower cholesterol, to lower blood pressure, to stabilize blood sugar levels, and to help you think more clearly. And if you're sincerely interested in high performance, you want to add the meditation component and do your creative visualization while in this relaxed, quiet, focused state. And if you're obsessing, ain't gonna happen. The second component would be what? Vision. Clarify your vision. What is your ideal life? What is the vision you have for you, your ideal life, and the way you want to live? It doesn't have to be a business. It could be your relationships. It could be your health and well-being, your fitness level. There are many aspects to our life, obviously, right? You know this. I'm preaching to the choir. But you want to start creatively visualizing. You want to start imagining you, your ideal self. In fact, right here, right now, just spend 5 minutes, eyes closed, few slow, deep breaths, and imagine you, visualize your ideal life. Not just the plus, but also some of the struggles, the inevitable challenges, and how you're going to handle it. So it's not just all wine and roses, come on. Even the best of the best has what? Challenges, setbacks. So you got to anticipate those challenges, anticipate those setbacks, and imagine yourself, maybe you don't know yet, but imagine yourself with the confidence, somehow, some way, being able to figure it out. Somehow, some way, taking action. When you have that confidence, you're more likely to what? Take action, do something, ask for help, work with a coach, read a book, take a training, work with people who've been there before you. So clarify your vision. Then the next one is you want to what? Give yourself permission not to be perfect. The surest way to build high self-esteem, I'm not talking about making excuses, I'm talking about recognizing we all make mistakes. Nobody's 100%. And if anybody tells you they are, get real, get real. So I'm not saying make excuses and I screwed up. No, learn from it. You give yourself permission by actually saying that. At night, review before you go to sleep how you did. Acknowledge your successes, and when you note a mistake, give yourself permission not to be perfect. Give yourself permission. Hey, I made a mistake, and how can I do better? Ask yourself, what can I learn from this setback? What can I learn from this mistake? And How can I turn it about? How can I turn it around? Ask questions. And last and not least, you want to what? That's right. You want to meditate. You know, and I skipped one. I'm sorry for that. They stuck together. The benefits. Sorry about that. What are the benefits? What are the benefits of you creating your ideal life? So if you want to build a business, if you want to increase your income, if you want to have a loving, lasting, committed relationship, if you want to take off 10 pounds and tone up your body, how would that help you and those you care about? So extend the benefits to not just yourself. Maybe you want to make a difference. For example, I admit in these 45 plus years, it hasn't been all wine and roses. When I first started, I wasn't much of a business person. I'm very altruistic. I'm an idealist at heart, believe it or not. And I made so many mistakes. I nearly went bankrupt, I don't know how many times in the early days, in the first, like, say, 5-10 years. That's not the case now. I've got thrived and learned to thrive. I put 3 kids through college. I'm not bragging. I just say that is, I'm doing what I love. I'm doing what I'm passionate about. And what drives me is you making a difference. Because I've come to realize a better you, a better me, helps create a better community, a better family, a better state, a better nation, and eventually a better world. For that, it's really that simple. So you got to have your big why. What are the benefits? How will it help you and those you care about? So I hope I found this helpful. I've enjoyed it. I appreciate you listening. Thanks for being here. And if you'd like to find out more, visit kencoscia.com, myname.com, or the Trust Your Intuition Academy.com, or Silva Method of Connecticut. Check it out. Or what I'd like you to do is post some comments here, wherever this is, whether it be on Facebook or whether it be on YouTube. Share it with your friends or people you know who might help. If you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, or just opt in to get ongoing videos. I'm going to be making more and more of these videos. I'm going to be doing more and more Facebook Lives. I'm going to be offering more and more blogs and content, free content that will help you and drive that. I'd love to hear from you, and I appreciate the opportunity you've afforded me. Have a good one, guys, and remember, you are far more than what you appear to be. In fact, you are far better.